All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm Chris Phillips, host of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. As always, appreciate you all tuning in. Got a packed show, a lot to get into. The beauty is truly in the banter, and I am expecting a lot of it today due to today's podcast and the graphics and content that were dropped this morning. I have officially locked in my grades for the 2021 regular season for Gamecocks football. Obviously, a very, very highly debated topic. I want to hear from you, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We are taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. I see John Gibbs, Travi, Todd, Brennan M., Rocket Main, Phil, Hunter Herlong. Let's see. What's going on? The mic. Okay. I don't know why this mic is not connecting. The mic's just not connecting. I don't know. Anyways, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. I don't know why it's not just automatically connecting. I never have to do that with the other one. So I guess I got to pay more attention. I don't know. Got to pay more attention. Either way, very excited to chat with you here on this Tuesday because, again, like I said, the beauty is in the banter. And there will certainly be a lot of it today due to the context of today's podcast and the content that was posted this morning with my official grades being locked in for the Gamecocks 2021 football season. So I want to hear from you all in that. Also, guys, if you're in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel, to be sure your questions are answered. And Brendan, I got you. Said he needs the Daily Crow after a stressful 9 a.m. exam. I'm sure you crushed it, Brendan. Better you than I, because I'm not an exam guy. I didn't like school, but hey, you know what? I'm sure you crushed it. By the way, Brendan got a 97 on his Spanish final. Good job, Brendan. Hey, got a boy. Hey, boy, attaboy, Brendan. Guys, before we get rolling, do want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, you're not just a number, you're a real human being and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. Been involved in any type of accident, no matter what it might be, the last thing you should be dealing with is paperwork, dealing with the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you, guys. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Or, of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, that's our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. Austin Greer says, you got to wait a little longer to post your predictions and grades until the afternoon. Twitter spoiled the show this fine morning. Well, Austin, I like to get that out before the Daily Crow so that we can debate it and talk about it. So that's why I actually post it early, or at least post it before the Daily Crow. You'll notice that I post like my predictions for games. I'm always posting those in the morning because, again, I like to get them out before the Daily Crow so we can talk about it here. Does it spoil the podcast a little bit? I mean, listen, on the podcast, I actually give a full in-depth breakdown of the grade, why I assigned that grade. So, again, it's a lot more in-depth than just seeing a graphic. But, you know, man, I'm here to post content, man. So I'm sorry if I spoiled the podcast in any way. But like I said, the podcast still has a ton of content on it that, you know, you're not going to get in the graphic in regards to explanations. And again, I would love to hear from you all. And that's why I posted Austin before the Daily Crow, because I want to hear from you all. Because what's funny about it is I drop, obviously, tons of predictions. And Austin mentions the fact this morning that I reposted my predictions from the summer. And I'm not a pat myself on the back kind of guy. I'm not a pat myself on the back kind of guy when it comes to predictions because I get so many wrong. I mean, when you give as many opinions and predictions as somebody like me does, you're going to get a bunch of them wrong. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast, right? The best gamblers in Vegas gamble at a 60% clip. You're going to get predictions wrong. But, looking back, again, the month of December is when I really start to reflect on the year that was and look ahead to the next year. And, of course, we've still got the bowl game. We've still got basketball. Still got tons of stuff going on. But this morning just kind of found myself looking back at my predictions over the summer for the 2021 football season. And, I mean, I got to say, hey, yours truly was pretty damn spot on. 6-6, 3-5 in the SEC. The Gamecocks went 6-6, 3-5 in the SEC. The only games I missed was I had Tennessee as a win and Florida as a loss. Granted, I had Florida as a 1-point loss, by the way, and I had a really close win over Tennessee. So that was the big miss for me. Other than that, yours truly nailed every game. Nailed every single game. Even had a 25-point loss in the Clemson game, and what do you know? We ended up losing by 30. So, again, I get plenty of predictions wrong. I'm not sitting here saying I want a medal or some good job, but I was like, damn, you know what? I'm pretty happy with myself. You know what I mean? I'm pretty proud of those predictions because I was pretty spot on with that. But, but what's funny about it, though, again, the beauty is in the banter. The beauty is in the banter. And the show that dropped this morning, episode 552, definitely still go check it out, even if you saw the graphics and all the content this morning. But the beauty in the banter and the show today is like the report cards that I give out in the middle of every season, after every season. Last year I graded Shane Beamer's coaching staff and all that good stuff. I feel like that's the most highly debated content, like some of the most highly debated content I make. Because I think with predictions, it's very like black and white, like, okay, you're either picking us to win or you're picking us to lose, right? With grades, there's just so much wiggle room and so many different areas you can go. So it is very, very highly debated, which I love, though. Again, the beauty is truly in the banter, and it's great for content. It's great for business, and I love it, though. I love it. Again, I thought it was a great time. And again, we're going to be spending this week reflecting on the 2021 season that was, and Thursday we'll do our postseason award show and hand out some awards and all that fun stuff. But today, my postseason report card, which again already is going crazy. People commenting, "You're crazy. You're an idiot." I want to hear from you. Where was I right? Where was I wrong? Again, in case you missed it, I graded the Gamecocks 2021 season as follows. And I'm going to run through these really fast, and then you guys can comment. I'll read off your questions, and we'll go from there. I gave the offense a D, the defense a B+, special teams an A, coaching an A-, and the overall grade for the 2021 regular season, 6-6, 3-5, I gave a B+. So again, I do really want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Also, by the way, guys, shoot or shoot, go get your merch, tsus.store. My guy Stevie, these things are hot, man. This merch is hot. I'm telling you, this merch is hot. Brian Dean, by the way, says he's predicting South Carolina 31, North Carolina 20. Brandon Wagner says, not going to lie, I think your grade for the coaches was a little too nice. Brandon, I'm glad you bring that up, and I've actually got a piece of content coming out later today talking about that and that grade specifically. Here's why I gave the coaching staff an A-, because I think what happens is this. Fans are going to look at the coaching staff and automatically just pin Marcus Satterfield and Greg Atkins, and that is going to completely deter the grade. And I get it. They were not very good. Greg Atkins certainly was terrible. When I look at the grade, and here's the biggest thing too, guys, when you're making grades, in my opinion, when you're making grades, you have to keep perspective from the preseason. You have to, right? You have to keep that in mind because think about it. If we were projected, if I had picked us to go 10-2 in the preseason and we had a team that was loaded with talent and we were supposed to compete for the SEC East title and we went 6-6, well, obviously we're not giving this season a B+, right? Obviously we're not. But when you factor in that Shane Beamer was a first-year head coach, he is a first-year head coach, and this was a first-year coaching staff, and you lose your starting quarterback in the preseason, and you can't run the ball, and turmoil hits you week after week after week, and 5 of your 6 wins, guys. Shane Beamer pointed this out. 5 of your 6 were come-from-behind wins. You can look at this season glass half empty and say, oh, we should have won this one. We should have won that one. Blame coaching. Or you can look at it like I look at it, glass half full. Like the fact that we are 6-6 going to a bowl game, despite all of the turmoil we hit, despite the offense being a train wreck for 90% of the season, and we're still going to a bowl game. I credit Shane Beamer, and Shane Beamer is where the majority of my coaching grade comes from. Again, his coordinators certainly factor in, but I'm looking at Shane Beamer because he is the one behind it all. The record goes on him, right? Sure, points per game goes on Satterfield. Turnovers goes on White. Record goes on Beamer, okay? Record goes on Beamer. And so I understand people are going to look at A- for coaching and say, Chris, that's just way too high. I tip my cap to the entire coaching staff, man, because this thing could have spun out of control so many different times this year, guys. So many different times. I mean, you were trailing. You probably should have. I mean, games you probably should have lost. East Carolina and Vandy, you should have lost. You certainly could argue you should have lost. Troy, you could have lost, if not for a pick 6 before the half. You got your teeth kicked in by Georgia, A&M, and Tennessee, and you still found a way to remain positive, keep this team together, keep this team believing in one another, and getting huge wins down the stretch against Florida and Auburn. Again, it was not perfect by any means, but guys, after you lost your starting quarterback, when you had to bring Zeb Noland off the coaching staff to play QB, this was a 4-8 football team, man. Just let's just be totally honest. This was a 4-8 football team after Luke Doty went down. And you can say whatever you want about Luke Doty, but the fact of the matter is this: you lost your starting quarterback. You lost QB1. You lost the guy that you had been planning your offense around for months. So the fact that Shane Beamer, above all else, was able to hold the thing together and keep everyone – because, guys, year one of a new coach, it's very easy to lose guys. Hey, you get your ass whooped, it's like, man, this coach doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not even the coach that recruited me. I don't know what he's saying is working. Let's just go do our own thing. And that never happened. This team continued to fight, continue to scratch, continue to claw. And despite all the adversity and the negativity and the offense being terrible and the run defense not showing up at times and the secondary giving up big plays at times, you still found a way to get 6 wins. You still found a way. And again, you can, I don't get it when fans act like this, but, you backed into wins and how you won. Who gives a damn, bro? You won the game. Who gives a damn? Would you have rather lost? No, you won. You won. So that's where it really comes from me, man. I think the coaching job this team did, again, you were over under 3.5, guys, and I hate to tell you, that was about accurate. It was, especially with no Luke Doty. This was a 4-8 football team. You were never a 7-5 or 8-4 football team. I don't see that. You were never. This team overachieved like a son of a bitch. This team overachieved. Call it for what it is. So I tip my cap to Beamer and his staff for keeping the thing together enough to the point to get to 6-6, honestly, because we overachieved. With the roster we had and the adversity we faced, we overachieved. Bottom line. So, yeah. So, a great question. Also, I don't understand how you're coming up with an A-, since that's your grade. Can you individually grade the coaches, O-line, OC, DC, and head coach? Yeah, so, and I'll tell you this. Let's go even a step further, also. Let's go the entire coaching staff. What did Shane Beamer say in the preseason? Out of the 10 assistant coaches he hired, or 10 coaches he hired, he got 8 of the 10 first priority ones he wanted. Is it safe to say Satterfield and Atkins weren't the first choices? I don't know. Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. But if you'd have told me 8 out of 10 coaches would have coached really, really well this year and 2 wouldn't have coached well, I would have taken it. And then, like I said, the weight of Beamer himself weighs more than all those assistants, to be honest with you. Again, I look at it as, hey, Shane Beamer had to pull the strings to get this thing to 6 wins. He had to make the decision to bring Zeb Noland off the coaching staff. He had to make the decision to put Jason Brown in the game. I mean, again, if you want to be critical, fine, and I'm critical as hell, but you got to also give credit, man. You got to give some credit. So, I just think all things considered, this is probably a team that should have went 4-8. And so for Shane Beamer to get them to 6-6, I got nothing but positive things to say, man, to be totally honest. Again, do changes need to be made? Hey, it's up for debate. Am I going to cry a tear if Marcus Satterfield's fired? Atkins, certainly not. But all things considered, you still, despite all that, found a way to get to 6-6. So that's what I look at. Is A-, if you want to debate it's a little high and it should be a B, that's fine. Again, we're splitting hairs, but the job to me overall that Beamer did in regards to keeping this bunch together and keeping them believing and fighting for one another. And again, winning games down the stretch against teams like Florida and Auburn. And you can say whatever about those teams and they weren't this or that or whatever. But I mean, how many times this season did we look at each other and say, God, we might not win another game this year. Like, we're terrible. I mean, after Troy, I thought that. Well, actually, I can't say that because I picked us to beat Tennessee. After Tennessee, I thought that. After A&M, I don't think any of us thought we'd win another game. We didn't think we'd win another game, and you won 2. So, that's where I'm coming from. But again, this is what I'm talking about. The beauty's in the banter when it comes to these grades, man. We love debating these grades. Let's see. Let's see. I'm missing some comments here. Syllabo, I feel like you got to put the defenses in A. They are the reason we're going to a bowl game and really only had D2 guys in the secondary. Well, Syllabo, I would say this. The reason they're not an A, okay? The reason they're not an A, hey, you're right. And it's wild looking at the numbers. Do you guys realize we finished 9th in pass defense? 9th. If you'd have told me that in the preseason, I'd have said you were crazy. I would have said you were absolutely out of your mind. We finished 9th. The rushing defense was the disappointing part. And I tell you what, Greg Atkins is a guy that catches a lot of heat. Okay? Catches a lot of heat. And deservedly so. But, God, Jimmy Lindsey deserves some as well. Because I still, for the life of me, cannot understand how you can have the talent we have up front and give up 4.7 yards per carry and also only record 22 sacks. I mean, the defensive line wasn't great. Call it for what it is. It wasn't great. And some of that certainly falls on the linebackers, no doubt. But, and you have these guys like Zach Pickens and, Jordan Burch who have done nothing. I don't know. I don't get it. So that's what takes the defense out of that A grade and puts them at a B+. The rush defense was just bad. It was just bad. It was bad. Call it for what it is. It was bad. So, Tim Dorn, A- for a 6-6 team that got blasted by A&M and Clemson. So, the overall grade I gave for the season, Tim Dorn, is a B+. But Twan Love Kick says he'll give the coaching staff a C. Again, we overachieved. And you got to give the coaching staff some of the credit for that. Again, this thing could have spun out of control many, many times. People scoffed at me when I said East Carolina was the key game of the season. Well, it was. Because guess what? ECU turned out to be not that bad of a team. They're a bowl team. And we probably should have lost with Zeb Nolan as our starting quarterback. And we still found a way to win. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm giving the coaching staff too much credit. But I just, guys, after you lost Luke Doty, this was a 4-8 team. I didn't change my preseason expectations or predictions or anything like that in the preseason because, I thought you were going to be able to run the ball. But realistically, when you lost Doty, and if you would have told me over the summer, hey, you're going to play a graduate assistant and an FCS quarterback, and when your number one comes back, he's not even going to be healthy, I would have told you, yeah, you're probably going to go 4-8. 4-8's about right. You'll hit the over, but you're going 4-8. So I think with what we had, I think you got to keep in perspective. I think we overachieved. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Phil Harris.
Phil, my man, what's going on? How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Just hanging out. What's up?
Not much. I'm going to give you a weather report here. It looks like it is 39 degrees and sunny here in beautiful New Hampshire. Looking over your report card here, your postseason report card, I think you got the offense right with a D. 116th in the NCAA is just not good enough. And if this team is going to leapfrog over Missouri, Kentucky, and Tennessee as a program, we've got to run some type of offense that's going to score a lot of points. That's just not good enough. That is the glaring mistake that Beamer has made in this first season in hiring Satterfield, and you can even say Greg Atkins as well. They just haven't delivered. And to the people that say, oh, if you fire him, and next year things are bad with a new coach, are you going to fire that one? Yes. If things are this bad, if you're scoring only 21 points per game, and you're 116th in the NCAA on offense. Everybody's juiced up on offense now, right? The offensive side of the ball is favored due to penalties and stuff like that. Everybody wants to see high-scoring games, and you have to score points to win football games now. If your offense is that underperforming, whoever that new guy is, he's got to go too. You got to get somebody in here that's going to be able to score points or scheme up, rather. He's not out there scoring points, offensive coordinator, but he's got to take the players that we have and utilize them in a way to where we score as many points as possible to beat opponents. Point blank, period. Like I said, Satterfield's got to go, and the next guy, if he can't deliver, he's got to go too. So, I mean, too bad if that, if we're, making things complicated for these student athletes where they have to change schemes every year. One of these times is going to get it right. We just can't settle for mediocrity over and over again with these results.
Fair enough. Hey, to hell with it. Just fire them every year. Cutthroat. Hey, you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, dude.
Best of luck.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
Hey, you want to make the big bucks, right? Hey, somebody will take that million. Somebody will take that million.
Exactly. This is big boy football, man. Everybody's got their eyes on you, and if you can't deliver, and especially if your attitude is bad, like you're supposedly, right? We don't know if this is true. The rumors are he walks around there like, oh, I'm a big NFL guy. Like I've got this huge ego and I can't work with other people. If these are the results, you got to fucking go, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, period, point blank. If you're being an asshole about all this whole process and you're creating these type of results, get out of my program.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything else in life, Phil. You can't be shitty at your job and be an asshole, right? If you're going to be an asshole, Steve Spurrier was a bit of an asshole, but he's a legend. So, you kind of whatever.
Yeah, dude won a national championship.
Right.
Coach
So
of the year.
I'll tell you,
legacy.
Yeah. I'll just say this, though, to your point. Again, I've made it very clear, dude, I got no issue with getting rid of Satterfield. That's not going to bother me at all. And, part of me would actually love it just because of the new energy, I guess, it would inject in the program. And I personally, selfishly, don't want to deal with the moaning and groaning that'll happen all offseason if he comes back. But, that's why I said I just hope the next guy you get, if you do that, the next guy you get is a guy that is proven enough and at least has enough of a track record where, let's say there's an improvement next year, but it's marginal. It's not like a huge jump.
Right.
At least you can say, well, we have hope and optimism he can do it because at least he's done it before. See, that's what Sat doesn't have. Sat can't lean on that, right? What are you going to look at? His numbers at Temple? It's just like, who cares? You know what I mean? So I hope that's and I think that will be the move from Beamer. He's going to make that move. He's going to go out and get somebody that's a name that's proven that, I think fans can cling to and, look at in the future and, say, hey, we have hope that the offense is going to get to a level where we can realistically compete at a high level because you have to score to win. Like you said, you have to score to win. No kidding.
Yep. Yeah, the final thing I'll do to highlight here what you said before I get out of here is when you if you hire somebody with no background in the Power 5 conference and they can hang their hat on and say, well, yeah, it didn't work out as well, but look at the past, I can turn this thing around. If you don't have that resume, you're really, you have nothing to stand on. And especially if you're being a dick about it behind the scenes, get out of my program.
Yeah. Well, that's the X factor. Phil, I appreciate it, man. That's definitely the X factor. 843-790-3337. That's 843-790-3337. Brian Dean says Satterfield isn't going anywhere. He would have been gone if he was getting fired. I disagree, Brian. I disagree. I think a change most certainly could happen after the bowl game. And again, guys, I don't care if we do or not, to be honest with you. It don't matter to me. If Sat does come back, I'll tell you this, though, guys. I'll just tell you this. I'm not a big – the rumors get exhausting. And, I appreciate those who reach out to me and give me information and tell me things. And I've got guys behind the scene, whatever. But you guys know I haven't built a business all being the insider guy, whatever. But you get to the level that we're at and, yours truly hears things, whatever. But, I'll just say this. There's enough smoke. I'll be really surprised if Satterfield's retained. I'll be really surprised. It will surprise me if Marcus Satterfield is retained as the OC and Greg Atkins is retained as offensive line coach.
Call from
Skyler, what's up, man?
Beamer is in the air to Texas.
Oh, Beamer's in the air, you said.
Yeah, he's going to go meet with
Shane Force 1 is in the air.
Mhm. He's going to go meet with that quarterback in Texas.
Quinn Ewers. So you're saying Beamer's going to meet with Quinn Ewers?
Yeah, that's the way.
Right. Well, we need a quarterback,
They'll
so
post a picture
come on
of it.
down. We need a quarterback.
Yeah.
So why not?
To people's intent on your show about Satterfield as that recruit with Beamer. Satterfield's under contract.
Right.
And if you go back and look who recruits the most on the offense, it really ain't Satterfield. I mean, I think he's got 3 guys he recruits.
Mhm.
3. But Justice Step does most of the recruiting on offense.
Mhm.
And they've been going to look that up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think what people have to realize is, again, I know it's weird, and it might seem strange to some people, but as long as these guys are under contract and their school's still paying, they're going to work for them. Like, it's just bottom line. I mean, they're going to work for them
prime example.
until the day that they're not working for them anymore.
Prime example. Last year, T-Rob was fired.
Yeah.
But he had the coach. He still had to come back and practice for the bowl game, even though he was fired,
Yeah.
because he was still under contract that year.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, I know we're all impatient, but I wouldn't look into, people going on recruiting visits, like whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, my people, I'll just be honest. Just be patient. Big
Yeah.
changes are coming. Just enjoy your last game on Marcus Satterfield.
There you go. There's the insider report.
I'm for baseball. This might be the last season with Mark Kingston if we don't actually get big numbers in.
Yeah, I mean, if we go to the super regionals and don't go to Omaha, you think Mark Kingston's going to get fired? I mean, come on.
No, if we miss some posters, he does.
Well, yeah, that's any coach in any season at Carolina. You're on the chopping block. So, no, I think this team is this. Looking ahead, this baseball team is far too good to miss the postseason. So,
yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Anyway, what's your thought on the OC? If you had to go hire somebody, who would you go hire?
I mean, I don't have a short list necessarily. I mean, of course, the name that's been floating around is Longo, which I'd be a fan of. And I tell you what, if it is going to be Longo, it makes a lot of sense why there hasn't been a move made, because that would be a very weird situation. The fact he's at North Carolina, who we're playing. So, man, I haven't made a short list. I just, until Marcus Satterfield's gone, I don't really see the point, to be honest with you, of making a short list. So, I mean, until he's gone, we're just kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. So I trust Beamer to go get the guy. If he makes the move, he'll go get a guy, and I think he understands. And, Beamer's a guy that's very in tune with social media and what people are saying and what people think. So I think he understands he needs to go get a big guy, a name. So, I think he'll do that if he makes the move. Again, we don't know, but if he makes the move.
Yeah, well, people can talk all day long, but till he really does it, it's always an if. So we know what the word is. If the word's true, it will come out. If the word's a false, so
Right.
Next year.
Right. Again, you got to be patient. I mean, us spinning our wheels every single day and talking about Saturday, it ain't gonna make it happen no faster. You know what I mean? So I just, but we'll see.
I just can't wait the next football season.
Yeah,
I'm glad that Beamer's out here working his butt off.
Yeah, we're probably the first week of January after the bowl game. Definitely the first week of January at the bowl game. I'll drop my way too early predictions for the 2022 season. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. I need to go look at the schedule. I know the schedule was favorable to you, and especially in conference.
Yeah, it's an
Oh.
interesting schedule because you've got Arkansas week 2 at their place, Georgia at home week 3, you've got Kentucky at their place week 6, then you got a bye, then you got Texas A&M at home. So it's
we got a bye. We got a bye week.
yeah, middle of the season.
Oh man, I ain't been paying attention.
Yeah, I was looking at it last night, so I was looking at it last night.
My main concern's been football lately.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. I hope you have a good Christmas, and see you at the bowl game as always.
Yeah, man. I'll see you at the bowl game. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well, Scott. I appreciate you. 843-790-3337. Some of the guys, that's 843-790-3337. Someone want to continue to hear from you. Again, let's get back to these questions. Let's see. AJ Bowers, if we're being honest, I think the guys in the D-line are out of shape. They don't look like they're in great shape because they barely could push around guys not even their own size. So LeBeau and Clayton White was the best hire. Yeah, I mean, it certainly looks like it. Tim Dorn says, Luke Doty sucked, LML, OMG. Tim Dorn, he was no worse than Zeb Nolan or Jason Brown were. I mean, let's call it for what it is. I like Jason Brown. I appreciate what he did in the Florida and Auburn games, but we won Florida because we ran for 284 yards, and the Auburn game, he threw for like 150. He did nothing Luke Doty didn't do. So, I mean, was Luke Doty great? No, he also wasn't healthy, but those other guys didn't do shit either. So, I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference? Christian Carver, other than the EIU game where he had a pick 6, Jordan Burch has been a disappointment and quiet this year, which is surprising. Yeah, I mean, I hate to just harp on the guy, but he's just been a massive disappointment, man. I don't know. Is it because he played at Hammond and they don't play anybody? I don't know. But I mean, dude, not only is he not like an impact player, he's not even playing. I mean, when's the last time he saw the field? So, Austin Greer, our linebackers were so bad against the run, the D-line was solid. I hear you, Austin, but again, that 4.7 yards per carry, that goes on the D-line too. You got to put some blame on them also. I mean, you got to put some blame on them also. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3372 to the DGD podcast. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Christian Carver, a Duke's Mayo Bowl is fine for this year after what we've been through the past couple of years, but from here on out, we need to play for something better than the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Trace Hildebrand, the record falls on Beamer's shoulders. Indeed it does. Again, guys, highly debated show today as I give my official grades for the 2021 Gamecocks football season, the regular season. Of course, I know we have one more game, the bowl game, but figured, you know what, why not? Let's go ahead and look back at the season and give grades for it. Why not? Mike Hawk says Torian Gray and Just a Step both were phenomenal. I agree. Let's see. Brian Dean getting your tickets. Attaboy. There you go. Justin Martin. Chris, I was disappointed with the offense and the O-line. The offense and the O-line needs to improve next season. The ECU and Vandy game was a nail-biter. Yeah, I understand, Justin. I watched every single game along with you. I guess it's a good and bad thing, but you know what you got to fix. I mean, it's not a secret. You feel like at least under Clayton White, the defense is going to be there, and hopefully Clayton White continues to prove that, he's one of the better defensive minds, and you hit a home run in regards to, hiring him as your DC. You got to fix the offense. That's the biggest thing. You've got to fix the offense. You have to find a way to fix the offense. So, let's see. Again, guys, in case you missed it, my grades for the Gamecocks 2021 season, I've got offense as a D, defense as a B+, special teams as an A, coaching as an A-, and the overall grade for the 2021 regular season, a B+. 6-6, 3-5 in the SEC. So, again, would love to hear from you, your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. What do you think of my grades? Am I an idiot? Am I crazy? How would you grade each of the units I listed? How would you grade the 2021 season as a whole? Again, guys, phone lines are open. And the beauty's in the banter. Truly, like I said, I love doing the report cards because they're some of the most highly debated content that we create. Even probably more so than predictions and records, which is wild to me. But either way, want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned into the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Continue to take your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. Tim Dorn says Longo is not leaving Mac Brown. Well, Tim, if you believe in any of the rumors floating around out there, you might change your mind. Let's see. Scott Crane, Dan Mullen, a possible offensive coordinator replacement. Hell no. He ain't coming to South Carolina to be an OC. Are you crazy? No. Dan Mullen is not going from Florida head coach to South Carolina offensive coordinator. I don't see that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see that. Tony Stockman says offense needs speed and blockers. Defense needs to be faster and mean and hungry. Okay. AJ Bowers, go hire the O-line coach from Michigan or Georgia because Greg Atkins needs to go. AJ, I would say again, be patient, my friend. There's no way to me Greg Atkins is back next year. No way. Hunter Herlong, our offense would look light years better if we can fix our O-line problems. Yeah, I mean, you look at this season. You look at the season that was. The season about played out as I expected. The defense was much better than I thought they would be. I mean, I thought we'd be better, don't get me wrong, but I thought we'd be better because we literally just couldn't be any worse than we were last year. The defense was worlds better, especially the secondary. But I don't know if you guys would agree, but the biggest disappointment of this season, by far not even close, was the running game. Just not even close. Not even close. We ran for 7 touchdowns as a team. Most people thought Kevin Harris would run for 7 alone. So by far the running game was not, it wasn't even close. The most disappointing part of this football team this season. No question. No question. Josh Devaney says, O-line and F. I hear you. According to Washington, I would grade it the same way you did. Let's see. Daddy O, is Jordan Burch still a 5-star if he played for a 5A public school? Daddy O, well, yep, that's what the recruiting ranking said he was. So, I mean, I don't know. Carolina Titan Landon Sampson needs to start recruiting Ewers. Yeah, I'd love to have him. Quinn Ewers or Spencer Radler. I'll take one or the other. We need a quarterback. So, but yeah, it's just crazy, man. Looking back at the 2021 season, just the way the run game just completely was non-existent. Just non-existent. That's by far the biggest disappointment. No, we couldn't stop the run. But overall the defense was much, much better than I expected. But yeah, again, for all things considered, for this offense to, I mean, you really think about it, guys, for this offense to be as bad as it was, and for us to go 6-6 is, again, it's still, I say, like a low-key miracle that we got to 6-6. Low-key miracle. Carolina Titan says, did we have a DB into the transfer portal today? Last night, Jamar Brown hit the portal. Jamar Brown hit the transfer portal. Tanner Land, a quarterback will not come unless he has some receivers to throw to. LOL, we need both. Yeah, no kidding, Tanner. That's why you recruit. You don't think we're bringing in receivers? I just saw Landon Sampson got bumped up to a 4-star on Rivals. Congratulations, Landon Sampson. And that certainly helps the look like we just picked up a commitment. Okay, DeAndre Martin just committed. All right, we just picked up a commitment. How about that? Live on air. Just happened. 2022 3-star defensive lineman. How about it? Hold on, guys. Just tweeting this out real quick. I wonder if he was. Isn't this the? Yeah, this is the guy that just decommitted, right? From Vatech. Yeah, this is the guy just decommitted from Vatech. How about that? Well, there you go. Gamecocks pick up a commitment. DeAndre Martin, 3-star defensive lineman. DeAndre Martin. So there you go. Gamecocks just picked up a commit. How about that? A decommit from Vatech. Good stuff. My guy tuned in. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, okay. The guy that decommitted from Virginia Tech. Good stuff. All right, so DeAndre Martin is a Gamecock. Cool. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 790-3372. Travis says, run defense was a close second, but yes, the run game was the most disappointing. You know, Travis, we're splitting hairs here, but I'll just disagree with you for fun. To me, the second most disappointing part of this season, I think it was just the carousel at quarterback. You know, it was just unfortunate the way the quarterback position unfolded with Luke Doty's injury, and you just never had stability there. You never had stability. You know, fans wanted to pin it all on Luke Doty, and he was far from perfect. He was far from perfect this season, but they wanted to pin it all on Luke Doty. It was all on him, and, you know, wanted him benched, and you finally got it. And, you know, again, tip the cap to Jason Brown. You know, your offensive line and run game finally came alive in that Florida game. But, you know, just the revolving door at quarterback, it was really disappointing. I mean, it was, you know, sort of out of your control, I guess, when guys get injured and stuff like that. But, you know, that was unfortunate. That was disappointing. That was very disappointing for sure. So, anyways, certainly the run defense, though, was trash. There's no doubt. Running defense was trash. The linebacker position stunk. You got to get some big guys at linebacker, man. It's, you know, we need to upgrade that position badly. Brian Dean, Chris, do you think we get a lot of players out of the portal for next season? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I would have to think we're going to get 5 or 6 guys. I mean, the transfer portal guys, it's a reality for college football, and it's a reality especially for a school like South Carolina. I think it's something you should embrace, and I think we will embrace it. I think Shane Beamer's not going to be a guy where, listen, if you got an opportunity to go upgrade your roster, do it. Do it.
Call from
Robbie Davis.
All right, let's jump to the phone lines.
Herb Street.
to accept.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing well. Appreciate you asking, man. What's going on?
I would, like I told you before, I would be okay if Satterfield stayed, but also, like I said before, I would be sort of okay with Beamer deciding to get rid of Satterfield or Atkins, because, like I've also said before, he's going to do what's best for the football team and what's best for the university, because he wants to be here. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but he wants to prove that you can win at South Carolina and you can win big at South Carolina. And I truly think that in a year or two, and I want your opinion on this, but I truly believe that in a couple of years, maybe it might take 3 or 4 years, but I truly believe that we could possibly be picked to win the conference championship in a couple of years.
Picked to win it? Listen, I think this is. I was having a good conversation with a buddy of mine last night. We got to get back to having real depth. That's what we are truly missing right now. And that's what teams like Georgia and Alabama and teams like Florida, when they were really good, LSU, that's what they have. And you think back to 10-13, and we were really good. You know, I was joking with somebody the other day. You know, you think about it, we can't find a quarterback right now. When we were really good, we had 2 on the poster.
Right.
We had 2 guys that could beat you. We had 2-3 deep on the defensive line. You know, we were deep on offensive line. We had receiver after receiver after receiver. There were seasons we're playing Brandon Wilds and Kenny Miles, who are our 3rd and 4th string running backs, who are still whipping your ass. So, I mean, we got to get back to that competitive depth. We just don't have it right now. It's no knock on anybody on the roster, what have you, but we just do not have it. So that's why, you know, I really kind of cringe. I cringe when I see some fans, you know, especially if we beat North Carolina in the bowl game, which will be great. But I cringe when I see people saying, you know, talking about next season, you got to win 8 games or not. Dude, it took Spurrier 6 years to get to like that real level. So it's going to take, to me, in my opinion, it's going to take 3 or 4 recruiting classes to really start stacking depth. So, I mean, are you going to be picked to win the conference in 3 to 4 years? Probably not. And South Carolina's not going to get the benefit of the doubt until they start just beating up on people and they go win an SEC championship. I mean, we were hardly getting picked. We didn't. You realize we didn't get picked to win the East once when Spurrier was here. So there's no way it's going to happen while Beamer's here until we actually do it.
Right, and I agree, and I agree with your opinion, and I just think that would I love to see us in about maybe 5-6 years be picked to win the conference? Absolutely, I would. But I think once we start hitting our stride in the recruiting and in the transfer portal, because as much as people hate it, that's a part of college football right now. And I think once we start hitting our stride in recruiting and developing the players and seeing who we got and how we can make them better, I think in time that could happen. I'm not saying it is, but it could. And I think we could shock the world, and Beamer can be like, I told you so, meaning I told you we could win here. All you have to do is just, in the words of Joel Embiid, trust the process.
Indeed. It's going to be a process. You have to trust it, and you have to lock in and be, again, that word people hate, patient. You have to be somewhat patient. You have to. It's just not going to. It's not going to happen overnight. It's Jimmy's and Joe's. Shane Beamer is a football coach. He's not a. He can't walk on water. So you got to go get really good football players, and to elevate this program, you got to elevate recruiting, and you got to install systems, and you got to build culture. And again, that's why when I graded the season, I gave it a B+, and I gave the coaching an A- because after you lost Luke Doty, this was not a 6-6 team. So we overachieved. Bottom line, we overachieved, and. Now the goal is just to continue, even if it's just very small, very incremental, to make progression. You know what I mean? Make positive progress.
I just want to see, me personally, I just want to see us year by year just get better and get better and get better. And the wins will start coming as we get better and get better and get better. And we'll start beating teams convincingly and beating teams by the way we're supposed to beat them. And also, update, my dad's surgery went as planned, so he's in the hospital. He'll probably come home tomorrow at some point.
Nice, very good. I'm glad to hear that, Robbie. I'm glad to hear that. Seriously, tell your dad I send him my best wishes. We're praying for him.
I will. And happy early birthday and Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one, okay?
You too. Take care, Robbie. Appreciate it. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Continue to take your questions, comments, calls. Jacob Edwards makes the point. We don't even have a wide receiver 2. It's going to take years to be competitive against the East. I agree. Again, it's about competitive depth. Let's call it for what it is. Alabama could roll their 2s out there and beat our ass and beat most teams' asses. I mean, that's why they're good. That's why they're Alabama. That's what 11-13. We had that depth. We had depth all over the place. I mean, our defensive front was insane. So you got to get that competitive depth, guys. It's going to take more than 1 recruiting class or 2 recruiting classes. I mean, it's going to take, I think, 3 to 4 classes. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear it. But I think that's the reality. It's going to take 3 to 4 recruiting classes to really get this thing rolling. Again, I was sitting down with a buddy last night at dinner, just looking at the 2022 schedule, right? The 2022 schedule. And guys, I mean, it's going to be a very similar year next year where you're fighting for bowl eligibility. It is. It is. Now, how does the season look? Do you go 6-6, but you score 35 a game? Or, do you go 7-5, but you score 30 a game? I think that's the biggest thing. That'll be the number one priority of things fans want to see. They want to see offensive progression. But schedule's daunting again, man. You go at Arkansas week 2. You got Georgia week 3. You got at Kentucky week 6. You got A&M week 8 after the bye week, excuse me. I mean, it's just the same old SEC grind, man. It's the same old SEC grind. So, again, that's way off, and we're focused on right now the bowl game and everything else. But you got to give Shane time to build it. You got to give Shane time to build it, man. It's going to take recruiting classes. I know we have big dreams and aspirations and goals, and but again, guys, that's another reason why I don't understand fans that are so pissed off about this season. I don't think there's many, but I mean, let's Google something real quick. Hold on. Let's search something real fast, okay? The history of Gamecocks football, right? Guys, this is the 24th bowl game we've played in, right? Carolina football has been going on for, is it going to tell me how many years? 120 something? Is that right? Since 1892, we have fielded a team. Since 1892. So, what is that? Yeah, 120 years of football. We've made 24 bowl games. So to act like going to a bowl game is a bad season is laughable at best. At best, it's laughable. That's all I'm saying. Like, we have not gone to many bowl games. We've only won 9 of them. We are 9-14 in bowl games. So, before you grade the season as a D- or a C or whatever, bro, we're 6-6 going to a bowl game. We've only done it for the 24th time in school history. So just keep that in mind. Keep perspective. Perspective is a beautiful thing. Perspective is truly a beautiful thing. So 843-790-3377, my guys. That's 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you. Tyrell Campbell Sr., that's a good stat, puts things in perspective. Yeah, 24 bowl games. That's insanity. I'm not saying don't raise the expectations, but God, I mean, year 1 of Beamer, you had a bowl game? Congratulations, good job. So, Herner Herlong, I think many fans are not pissed at being 6-6. It's how we got there. But again, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? That's another weird take from people. Well, look how we won the game. Who gives a damn? You won. Who cares? We won the games. Yes, Phil, I know we just got a D-line commit. DeAndre Martin reposted it on Twitter. Going to post on Instagram once we go to our next break. But either way, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Carolina Titan, we need to start back recruiting and developing. We're favored versus UNC in the bowl game. Well, actually, we're not, Carolina Titan. We're a 7-point underdog, but we opened up as a favorite, but now we're a touchdown underdog for whatever reason. I don't know. But they're recruiting at a high level. They had the 14th ranked class last year, and they're currently number 1 in the ACC, which is nuts to think about. Let's see. Brian Dean, we survived Brad Scott and Will Muschamp. We are fighters. Jeff Gullich, 5 years from now, no one will remember how we got there. They'll remember in Beamer's first year, he got us 6 wins. Let's see. We got a comment here on YouTube from somebody. Let's see what this is. Mo B, and I don't think he's obviously not tuned into the Daily Crow. It's going to be positive, but Muschamp would have won 6 games this year, no doubt, with how down the SEC was. It's really about how they improve next year. The thing we never got with Muschamp, improvement. Bro, stop. Stop it. You're going to say Muschamp would have won 6 games? No. I guess, as Kanye once said, I guess we'll never know. But no, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have. Jacob Edwards, I know people like to dog Satterfield, but how many NFL guys are on offense? Maybe 1 preseason in Harris, 3 at the most at the end of the NFL season, Harris, White, and Van. 6 wins was a miracle. Jacob Edwards, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Again, I'm not a staunch a Satterfield defender, but nobody wants to hear it. You know, I mean, that's why I gave the offense a D, not an F, and that's why I gave the coaching an A-, because, guys, I just don't know how many OCs out there. This is not an excuse, by the way, because the numbers are the numbers. I don't see many OCs out there that would have had success with our offensive personnel. I just don't. Elvis Black says Clemson's only ever played in 35 bowl games in their history, winning 17. Well, they've also won 3 national titles. So what are we talking about? I mean, you know, I'm to hell with Clemson, but like let's just worry about us. Let's just worry about us. Hunter Herlong, Muschamp would have found a way to pull it close to him with the IU. Let's see. Yeah, Travis, I saw that Dabo going on a rant about college football. I mean, what is that all about? What is that all about? Weird. Very weird. Wow, big game boomers picking us to win the bowl game. Interesting. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. According to Washington, just about every North Carolina kid loves the Heels, and Mac Brown has tapped into that well, and it's paying off. I hear you. I think certainly winning the bowl game, though, and I think what Shamir is building, I think we could attract those guys from the state of North Carolina. We've always done it. It's been a pipeline for us. I don't see why we couldn't do it again. AJ Bauer says 8-4 next year. I let me put it to you this way, AJ. I will set expectations accordingly in the summer before the season. Let's put it that way. So, yep, I will set the expectations properly before next season. I promise you. Drew Easterday, if we can keep North Carolina under 200 rushing yards, we win the game. Certainly we'll have to do that, but we've got to score, man. That's the biggest question to me. I think our defense will pretty much have an on-brand game, if you will. But if we can't move the football, man, none of it matters. I mean, none of it matters. So we got to move the football. Bottom line, we got to move the football. By the way, guys, in case you missed it, yesterday was 6 years ago to the date that Will Muschamp was announced as head coach. And I highlighted that on social media. I said, look at all the people in the comments. They knew. I highlighted that on Twitter. They knew. So, they knew. But anyways. USC Sports, maybe before I die, South Carolina will actually play okay on both sides of the ball for just one season. USC Sports, they literally did from 11 to 13. Were you not alive then? They certainly played well on both sides of the ball that season. So, again, guys, want to continue to hear from you. Like I said, my grades for the 2021 football season, the regular season at least, are out. This is how I graded the Gamecocks. Offense, a D. Defense, a B+. Special teams, A. Coaching, A-, and an overall grade, a B+. So, again, I want to continue to hear from you, your thoughts, the beauties in the banter, and I'd love to hear from you and debate that. Also, guys, quick reminder, episode 552 of the Spurs Up Show of the podcast. It did drop this morning. Of course, content schedule for this week, we are as normal with the podcast, the Daily Crow, all that good stuff. It is, guys, I'll tell you this, it's looking more and more like the week of Christmas, we will take that off. We will take that off the week of Christmas in regards to the podcast and the Daily Crow. I'm debating maybe dropping a podcast on Monday to recap the Clemson game. That'll be that weekend, but that's TBD. But, yeah, I'll be on a family vacation, guys, and obviously, again, it's the week of Christmas, so we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but just kind of thinking out loud here. Somebody asked, what was the record of the preseason simulation? Let me see really quickly. Let me see if I can find that. I posted the record somewhere. Where was the record? So, okay, here we go. Here we go. How about this? How about this? How about this? Where is the final graphic for it? Let's see. Where did it go? Where did it go? So much content, so many graphics. So get this, though, because I'm looking at the final game. We lost our bowl game to Marshall, right? We lost our bowl game in the Liberty Bowl. Guess what the final record was? We went, which that conference record wouldn't make any sense, though. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to maybe I'll try to find it over a break. Hey, let's take a break right now. I want to get this this video out of this kid committing on Instagram anyways. Guys, again, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We want to continue to hear from you, your thoughts, your questions, your comments, your calls, and more here on a Tuesday. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, what's up, guys? We're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. Brian Welch, yes, DeAndre Martin was the welcome home from a few weeks back. I think that was like 2 weeks ago is when Shamer tweeted out. By the way, somebody was asking, what was the record on the season simulation going into the season? Get this. It was 6-6. How about that? It was 6-6. So the simulation speaks. The simulation knows. The simulation knows. Don't question the simulation, guys. And yes, before you ask, yes, we will be doing a simulation for the bowl game. So that will probably happen. That will definitely happen the week of the game. I'm thinking either Monday or Tuesday night, we will do that, just like we did in the preseason. With our college football revamp mod, updated rosters, all that good stuff. So going to be a good time. The simulation gods spoke, Travis Lee. They spoke. Bro, the simulation gods, remember, had us losing to Troy. You remember that? We lost to Troy in the simulation. So, and still got the 6 wins. I mean, you look back at these, it's wild. We beat East Carolina 28-23. I mean, dude, the simulation knew, man. I'm telling you, the simulation knew. Do not question. Hey, we lost to Clemson 42-14. The simulation knew, okay? Don't question the simulation. Beat Florida 7-0. Simulation knew, guys. The simulation knew. I think we went 4-4. Yeah, we went 4-4 in SEC. So it was really close. I mean, we went 6-6, 4-4 in the simulation, and went 6-6 and 3-5 in real life. So, bro, I mean, college football revamp knew. College football revamp knows. My guy P-Dawg, the hoodie is fresh. Shoot or shoot, baby. Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot. Indeed, indeed. Tanner Land, did we run the ball effectively in the simulation? Our offense wasn't good. I can tell you that. Our offense was not good at all. Our offense just was not good. So, let's see. We got a text here. What is the text? Some meme of Dabo and Venables. So, Brian Welch, yes, we are the home team for the bowl game. What uni combo do we wear? The real question that needs answers. I'd like to see us wear black. I mean, we didn't wear black all season long. Why not wear some black? You know what I mean? Like this. Hey, if you want to pull out like all black, do it now. Why not? Do it now. This is the time to do it. Truly, this is the time to do it. So, let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. So, yeah, Travis Lee, Satterfield was in the simulation, believe it or not. I updated all the coaches, everything. Scott Crane says, Scott Crane's way too early 2022 prediction. South Carolina 7-5. We either upset Texas A&M or Georgia, calling it now. You know, out of those two, I think it'll be A&M. You got A&M at home after the bye week. I think Georgia's still going to be the team to beat next year, guys, unfortunately. But, yeah, A&M's an interesting one. I was talking to a friend last night about that at dinner. I think A&M next year, you know, you got to beat them at some point. You got to beat them at some point. I think next year could be the year. Coming off the bye week, at home, you look at it sort of like Florida was this year for you. You know, what's A&M going to be? I mean, they're still going to be good. They've been recruiting at a very high level, but maybe next year's the year. Again, I will give my full way too early predictions for 2022 the first week of January. I'm going to wait till after the bowl game to do that. Tomorrow's show, guys, is going to be a full gambling show. We're going to talk gambling picks for each and every single bowl game this bowl season because all the lines are out for all the bowl games. So I will give my gambling picks for bowl season. Hopefully I fare much, much better than I did during the regular season. I mean, it came crashing down, especially in the SEC championship. I had the under in that game, and that wasn't even close. But, Yeah, so Coach Ford, got any details on the Martin kid that's committed? He was a flip from Vautech. He's 6'3", 295, so good size. But Coach Ford, outside of that, I don't have a ton of inside knowledge on this kid. So 3-star defensive lineman. Hunter Herlong, Brock Bowers for Georgia is a freak. Yes, he is. Very good player. Very, very good player indeed. Yeah. Possibly a blackout. Yeah, possibly a blackout. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I wouldn't mind it. Why not? We haven't worn black all year. And even if it's just like white, black, white, or white, black, black, you ain't got to wear black helmets. But why not wear black jerseys? We didn't wear black jerseys outside of the Vandy game, which was a throwback jersey. We didn't wear black all year. So I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it personally. Let's see. Is Tony Elliott the Duke official? Nothing official yet, I don't think. I mean, I haven't seen it. If it is, I haven't seen it. So if it is, I have not seen it yet. Again, guys, in case you missed it, Landon Sampson, receiver commit, bumped up to a 4-star. How about that? Bumped up to a 4-star. I like this comment from my guy Pete. The blackout curse is going to cancel out the BOA stadium curse. Yeah, something's got to – hey, if you wear – that's a good point, though. If you wear all black, something has to give. I mean, you're either going to cancel it out or you're going to lose by 50. So why not try it? Roll the dice. To hell with it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Brian Dean, we got to close down Howell's running lane. Certainly we do. Certainly we do. And again, I'm going to break that game down a lot more in depth as we get closer to kickoff. But, yeah, man, Sam Howell's a good quarterback, and we obviously know a lot about him. He beat us in his first ever game. So, we've, we got to play better defensively. But it's really about the offense. Man, that's my biggest question going in that game. And was my biggest question every game this season was just the offense. Can you do enough? Can you do enough to score and to win? I mean, that's it. Can you do enough offensively to win the game? So, again, guys, 843-790-337. We'd love to continue to hear from you guys. Like I said, the beauty's in the banter today. And, of course, lots of banter around today's podcast, today's show, grading the 2021 football season. Would love to hear from you all. Am I crazy? Where am I wrong? Where am I right? Would love to hear. Would love to hear from you all. I'm not even going to read that last comment. Let's see. Duke and Tony Elliott are still negotiating. Let's see. Travis Lee says 24/7 must not know Landon is committed to us. Well, it's actually Rivals is where he got bumped up. Rivals. So, 24/7 is probably going to bump him down to a 2-star because he's committed to us. So, Jonathan Lee, who do you want to see us get in the transfer portal? I just want to see us get a couple receivers and a quarterback. That's, yeah. I just, whoever you can take, man, whoever you can take, that's going to help your football team, help you improve, whoever. So I don't care who it is. John Gibbs says, want to see excitement from our team, play calling especially. That's how you get big-time guys. Shane's a great recruiter, so we got one half of the puzzle. Yeah, and that's my biggest thing is, like, again, guys, I'm not going to shed a tear if Marcus Satterfield gets fired. It's not going to bother me. And selfishly, I'd kind of like it because it would inject for a lot of people more positivity and optimism and excitement. And, hey, I'm good with that. Hey, that's great for content. That's great for business. I'm good with excitement. Good. Great. More of it. So it wouldn't bother me. But, again, I'm not going to be the one, too, that throws in the towel in the Shane Beamer era if Satterfield's retained. But, guys, I can tell you this, again, I'm not the insider guy. Like, I haven't built my business off of that. And, honestly, like, this time of year, and you're hearing all of these rumors and it's like it's the male version of gossip. Like, really, truly it is. With, oh, man, you heard this about this prospect and heard this about this coach and this about this guy. And it's like, oh, my God, dude, like, enough. Information overload. Like, every day it's a new rumor. I will say, though, where there's smoke, there's generally fire. And there's been a lot of smoke in a lot of different areas. I will be pretty surprised if Marcus Satterfield's retained as the OC. I will be pretty damn surprised. So take it for what it's worth. I don't think it's going to happen today. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. But I think at some point before the year in our Lord 2022, would not be shocked at all. And I damn near expect Marcus Satterfield to be let go. So who takes the spot? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Is Joe Brady going to come to South Carolina? Probably not. I don't think so. He's a hot name, hot commodity. I see him going to a Florida and LSU. Does Beamer have the pull to get him? Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so personally. Jeff Gullis is on your grades for the season. The only change I would make is coaches. Should have gotten a B, not an A-, only because the O-line was bad and the OC play calling was puzzling and inconsistent most of the year. Well, Jeff, and that's fair. That's fair. I'll just say this. When I graded coaching overall, I looked at Beamer, I think, and that gave me that weighed heaviest when talking coaching and the grades for coaching. And I'll tell you this too. I mean, okay, that's fine. Satterfield, Atkins stunk, but 8 out of 10 coaches were good. I mean, I'll take that in a heartbeat. And again, I looked at it more as for Shane Beamer to hold this thing together and keep this team believing and keep this team fighting throughout. You know, when many times, I mean, how many of us, and I know P-Doc specifically in here, how many of us after at multiple points this season looked around and said, there's no way we win another game? I think many of us said that after Tennessee. I think some of us said that after Troy. Certainly many of us said that after A&M, and you still found a way, despite the offensive struggles, to get to 6 wins. You know, I just think the way this team was able to fight adversity and be resilient, and again, that all goes back to Shane Beamer, a first-year head coach who spent the entire season earning the trust of his football team. I give a lot of credit to that. I just this realistically, guys, after the injury to Luke Doty, and again, you can say whatever you want about Luke Doty. If you don't like him, that's totally fine. But any other team in the country, you lose your starting quarterback, you got to pull a guy who's a graduate assistant onto the roster. Getting this team to 6-6 was nothing short of miraculous, truly. And I just give Beamer a lot of credit. Again, you can be a glass half empty person and be a negative person and say, well, you should have won this one, should have won that one, coaching this, coaching that. Guys, this was never a 7-5 team. This was never an 8-4 team. This was probably a 4-8 team. So to get to 6-6, count your blessings, truly. Count your blessings. That's just the way I look at it. That's the perspective I have. It could have spun out of control in week 2. It could have spun out of control in week 2, truly. So kudos to Beamer, entire staff for keeping it together, keeping guys believing, fighting for one another, fighting adversity. So that's why I gave the A-. Again, if you want to give it a B+, that's the beauty. The beauty's in the banter. We're splitting hairs. It's fine. Cool. But that's why I gave an A- for coaching. That's why I gave a B+ for the year. Because was it a perfect year? By no means. But it was a job well done. It was a success. In my opinion, it was a success. You got to a bowl game. And we all agreed over the summer that if you were to get to a bowl game, that would be a massive success. So kudos and a job well done to all parties involved. That's what I have to say. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Keith says, this team would not quit. You can't say that about the last 2 years. 6-6 is awesome first year without a consistent offense and someone else's players. Boom. There you go. Indeed, I agree. Justin says, the Kentucky game had me thinking we need a new offensive line and OC, because a little better on each. We could have won that game. Defense stood tall when both sides showed up. We had good games with the Sitch. Yeah, I mean, I think the Kentucky game, the Kentucky and Mizzou games are the ones that really stand out to people that hurt, for sure. And I get it. But again, it works both ways. As P-Doc mentioned, it works both ways. We could have lost to East Carolina, Troy, and damn Vandy. So while I wish we would have won Kentucky and Mizzou, thank God we won ECU and Vanderbilt. Because I tell you what, if you think people are feeling some type of way right now, and I don't think many are. I think most Gamecock fans feel as I feel, and most of you feel that, hey, thank goodness we're going to a bowl game. I tell you what, though, if you think people that aren't happy are not happy. Think of how unhappy you'd be if we went 4-8 and lost to Vanderbilt and East Carolina. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I mean, I'm just saying, perspective's a beautiful thing. Perspective is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, let's see. Jabari Ellis, scoop and score best play of the year. I'm actually going to rank, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Could do it for tomorrow, maybe next week. I don't know. At some point, I think I actually want to wait for the bowl game for this one. I don't know, though. We could do regular season. I'm going to rank the top 5 or top 10 plays of the year. So we'll look back and we'll rank the top plays of the season. Maybe that'll be an article. That might be in written form. But, yeah, certainly that one's up there. Certainly that one's up there. Really good play. Really good play. And it was a game-changing type play. And, yeah, so. John Gibbs, what I really hope to see out of Shane is the big-time hire of an OC, but it's not completely on him because the administration has to back him up. Pay the dollars and do what you got to do to put up points. That's fair. Again, I've just made the point. If you're going to make the move, it's got to be a big-time guy. It's got to be a big-time guy. So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I love when people I know tune in, by the way. My phone will be blowing up. People trying to distract me. I cannot be distracted. I cannot. Hell of a multitasker. Big multitasker guy. By the way, somebody asked me earlier, big mayo guy. So I don't love mayo, but I do love sandwiches, love subs, and I get mayonnaise. Get regular mayonnaise, Chipotle mayonnaise. Yeah, I like mayo. Now, would I want mayo dumped on me? Absolutely not. Would I want to eat a whole jar of mayo? No, I would not. I will tell you this, though. We beat North Carolina, and I'm just looking at the schedule again. I'll be in Charlotte for the game. I'm thinking the Daily Crow on Friday. See, I don't want to make any promises. I don't want to keep. I don't want to make a promise to my future self and regret it. I'll tell you this. We beat North Carolina in the Mayo Bowl, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Friday, I'm not going to eat an entire jar of mayo, but I will indulge in some mayonnaise. I will do it. And maybe I'll put some mayo right here or something like that. I don't know. But I'm certainly not going to eat a jar of mayo. That's just not happening. So, and I'm not taking a mayo bath either. I do like mayonnaise, though. You know, the thing that made me think about, Rick Sandage said in the preseason, he hates mayonnaise. So, I don't know. And Beamer said he's not a mayo guy. I mean, I think mayo on a sub is phenomenal. Yeah, Alyssa Rogers says, thoughts on pub subs. Huge pub sub guy. Huge. Get mayo on every pub sub I get. Huge pub. I mean, if I had to eat one food the rest of my life, just give me a different, if I can choose different pub subs, I'll just eat pub subs forever. Literally. I might go get a pub sub today now. Honestly. I might go get one now today. It's never a bad day. To have a pub sub, but it's always a bad day to be a pub sub. You could say that. It's always a bad day to be a pub sub. Like when I go grocery shopping at Publix, I'm one of those people. I get a pub sub every time. Wow. Well, I think James Kendall might have just ruined mayo for me. He says, mayo is smashed up chicken abortions. James, that is just unnecessary, my man. That's unnecessary. Good God. Let me ask you this then. Do you eat ham and cheese sandwiches? If so, what do you put on it? Do you just go mustard? I would love to know the answer to that question. I need the answer. Big hen and multi-man guy. Yeah. Big jailbroken PS3 guy over here. Phil says, tank top and bandana is a must for the bowl game. And Phil obviously says that if you do not understand why Phil is saying that, because the last time that South Carolina and North Carolina played in Bank of America Stadium was 2019, the first game of the 2019 season. And yours truly, of course, was in the building, rocking the chains and the tank top and the bandana and one hell of a sunburn. And, of course, that was the Fire Muschamp day. That was the Fire Must Chant video day. So for old time's sake, Phil, I'll tell you this, Phil. I'll tell you this. If the weather's good enough, I just might have to do it. You never know. I've got the Beamer Ball tank, man. I've got it. Why not? Why not? Again, guys, 843-790-3377. B-Dog says, if mayo is smashed up chicken abortions, then I'm pro-choice. God. Oh, my God. Austin Greer, Dukes or Miracle Whip. Gotta be Dukes. James Kendall says mustard on the sandwich. That's fair. But I get mustard and mayo. I don't know, bro. I like mayo. I'm a mayo guy. Big mayo guy. Justin says, I'm so happy we're bowling. My wife is already talking shit as a Tar Heel fan. I'm gladly sleeping in the doghouse after that dub. Duke's mayo, the best, and Publix's roast beef sub with the horseradish sauce. Okay. And Justin, you know what? Well worth being in the doghouse, my friend. See, that's the funny thing. People ask me, what's funny about me, like, I don't need a girl to be a Gamecock fan for me to be interested in her, but it would help a lot, right? Like, I don't think me dating a Clemson fan would go very far. I don't think that, I don't know how she would feel me spending a week talking about the crayon eaters and the mouth breathers. And it's like, oh, yeah, no offense, but, so I try to stay, I don't know. It doesn't bother me, whatever it is, what it is. Like, your football team, really, I don't really give a damn as long as you don't get in my way. Let me do my thing, but it would help, right? Like, be a Gamecock. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I feel for you, Justin. Honestly, I know Phil's got a lot of North Carolina family, so going to be fun. House divided. Phil says Sunburn Chris is the best Chris. No, we are not doing the sunburn thing again, Phil. Thankfully, this game is in December at 11:30 a.m., so I won't be at a tailgate all day long beforehand and be getting just roasted. Yeah, so let's see. Austin Greer says, this is a great way to put it, actually. Mayo is the only thing that is delicious on everything, but is awful by itself. And I would actually agree with that because mayo is great on stuff. But just eating a jar of it, you're like a serial killer. You're literally a serial killer if you do that. You're a serial killer. So, let's see. James Kendall, 364 days of happy marriage with my UGA wife. Now, I remember you telling me, James, she was a former cheerleader. Congratulations to you, sir. You are winning. So, but good on you, James. David Barnes, what's the go-to pub sub? I love how we just completely moved off football. Go-to pub sub, either the ultimate or the chicken tender, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I stick to. I probably need to broaden my pub sub horizons. Probably should broaden them. But I don't know, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jimmy Mendillo, is there going to be a TSUS tailgate for the 11:30 kickoff? I am working on that now. I got a good buddy of mine who's on the Charlotte Gamecock Club board, and I'm kind of trying to see what they're doing. I mean, God, realistically, I'd love to throw one. There are a couple of things that are an issue. Number one, we play at 11:30. Let me ask you this. Is anybody going to come to the TSUS tailgate at 7 a.m., 6 a.m.? Y'all going to come out? The other thing is, I don't know where to set up. You know what I mean? Like, I got to talk to some buddies in Charlotte and just figure it out. I mean, I hate the thought of not having one. I hate that. I really, truly do. It's just logistically, is it realistic? Can we do it? Is it realistic? So either way, even if I don't have an official posted up TSUS tailgate, we'll be walking around. We'll be hanging out. We'll be outside of B of A. So, yeah. Going to be a good time. Let's see. Bill says, my mom bought tickets as a Carolina fan in the UNC section. That'll be a lot of fun for you, my friend. Gamecock Fanatic says, hey, Chris, it's Josh Jenkins' new account. I say we need to score at least 20 against UNC for a chance and more than 30 for the win. We definitely got to score more than 20. We were going to get blown out if we don't score more than 20. Yeah, you probably need to score upwards of like 27 or 30. I would agree with you. Justin says, I accidentally was talking to two girls that were Clem Sucks fans. Once the conversation of Clem Sucks or Carolina came up, they said Clem Sucks. I was like, yeah, it's a no for me, but my wife is tolerable. Tolerable. She's tolerable. I love that. God. Happily married with a tolerable wife. God. Oh, my God. Love it. Love that. I'm glad. I'm happy, Justin, for you and your tolerable marriage. Very good. Very good. You imagine saying your vows. You're up there saying your I do's, and I promise to love you through sickness and health, and you're just tolerable enough for me to deal with. Thank you. Like, good God. Attaboy. Justin also says, the go-to pub sub, roast beef on the cheese bread with provolone horseradish sauce, toasted. I said roast beast. I'm in Christmas mode with the Grinch, I think. I'm in Christmas mode with the Grinch. P-Dog says can't live with him, can't live without him. Yeah, P-Dog. You like black, white. I'm going to assume that's what you were talking about. Black, white, for sure. Caden Gibson, can't wait to see the fake field goal or fake punt that Beamer Limbo drop. Yeah, you would think Beamer Ball will play a part in this game. I would say, dude, you got a month to get ready. Yeah, I would like to see Beamer Ball play a part. So, we'll see. We will see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Some quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 552, as I give my full grades for the Gamecocks 2021 football season. Really good stuff, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Am I crazy? What are your grades for the season? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What have you? Going to be an exciting week for the content. Again, you might not think so. Because, we got no basketball games this week. It's like, well, what's going on? Well, tomorrow on the podcast, we'll talk gambling picks for all the bowl games. They start the 17th, which, by the way, we have a College Bowl Mania group. Would love for you guys to join that. I posted the link on social media. It's called the Best College Bowl Mania group on the internet. Hint, play on words. So we'll talk gambling tomorrow. Thursday, we'll do our postseason award show for the 2021 season. And then Friday, I'll preview the Florida State game. So, hey, we're rocking and rolling with content, man. So, really, really good stuff. But again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Packed show today. Jimmy Mendillo, if you just go to social media or go to ESPN.com and go to the College Bowl Mania and look up the group, you can join it. But again, if you want to make it easy, you're on Facebook. Just scroll down, posted it last night. Click the link to join the group. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. Also, if you just want to DM me, I will shoot you the link. Just shoot me the link, I will shoot you the link. Just DM me. I'll send the link over to you. So either way. But, yeah, we're rocking and rolling with content. We're rocking and rolling, guys, with your questions. Again, continue on this Tuesday, December the 7th. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking more of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Yeah, P-Dog, you missed the Robbie Herbstreit call, by the way. You missed Robbie Herbstreit. Let's see. P-Dog, my favorites are black, garnet for home, and white, black for away. But those are two very uncommon uses. I'm a white helmet guy. I like this guy right here. Big fan of the white helmet. Love the white helmet. Every time we wear a colored helmet, I'm just like, the white helmet's so good. It's so superior. Yeah, Brian Welch, I was familiar with Jason Brown's, Coach Jason Brown's whiskey, Slapdick whiskey. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, absolutely. And 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Insightful analysis. You missed some good analysis, my guy. The team with the points, more points at the end, that's the team that's going to win the ball game. Truly. Absolutely. Like I said, guys, I will be letting you all know about plans for the bowl game, tailgating, what we're going to do. Logistically, can we make it work? We'll be able to make it work. I really want to. Again, it feels weird to not throw a tailgate for the bowl game. That just feels strange to me. But we'll see. Either way, I'm planning on getting up to Charlotte Wednesday. I'd imagine my friends with the Charlotte Gamecock Club are going to have some events going on, or at least one event going on. So hopefully there's some sort of meet and greet. You know, it's funny. Again, I don't really think about it because it's like, you know, this is what I do. But for everyone else out there, it's like the game is on a Thursday. So it'll be kind of an interesting vibe to be in the city during the week. Just like, what's up? See all my old buddies that are headed to the 9 to 5. Like, cheers. Have fun in the office. Have fun in the cube, my guy. Have fun in the cube. Do the damn thing today. Go make the paper. I'm gonna head to the stadium. So, yeah, no, it's interesting. Thursday morning at 11:30 a.m. So, P-Dog says Heckle Juice. Yes, Heckle Juice merch. Heckle Juice merch coming soon. Heckle Juice merch will be here for baseball season. I can assure you of that. And it's going to be glorious. Absolutely glorious. I'm thinking probably the first or second week of January, I'll really start pushing baseball merch because I want people to have it by opening day. Yeah, going to be awesome. And we'll have the Yardcocks baseball stuff, the Oot stuff, everything you can think of. Might bring back the tradition merch with all the dates on the back and stuff like that. So going to be really, really cool. Going to be really cool. Let's see. Again, 843-790-3377. So just a little bit over 10 minutes to go here on a Tuesday, December the 7th, 2021. You know, again, guys, I feel like I get asked this on a daily basis, but it's crazy. People ask, how do you have stuff to talk about? Like, even with football over, you're still going. For the diehard, we never run out of stuff to talk about. And honestly, I love chatting with you guys on a daily basis. I truly do. Because who would I talk to about all this stuff with, right? Who would I talk to about all this stuff with? So, it's a blast, man. I appreciate you guys, your love and support, man. I can tell you, we started doing the 2-hour daily crows at the beginning and, of course, the week of the first game of football season. And it's been a massive success. Truly, it's been a massive success. And, I think the plan is, guys, as long as you guys enjoy it and you keep rocking and rolling with it, we're going to keep on doing the 2-hour daily crows. And, we'll probably go back to 1 hour once baseball season ends, but that's quite a while. So that's quite a while from now. Hopefully that's into June, beginning of July, because that means we're in the College World Series. But, it'll be a little bit. So as long as you guys continue to rock with it and you enjoy it, we'll keep rocking with the 2-hour daily crows, man. It's there might be some adjustments made during baseball season because, of course, you've got some of your midweek games that start at 4 o'clock. And if we get done at 2, whatever. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it, truly. I enjoy the 2-hour daily crows. It's a blast. So, let's see. P-Dog says, I would like to see us win the game and get some mayo on our BBW. Very good. Black, white. Love the unis. Daddy O, is Parker our new pitching coach? Yeah, Justin Parker from Indiana. And from guys I've talked to, sounds like they all love him. Sounds like he's a great addition. Great addition to the staff. So I'm expecting big things from Gamecocks baseball, guys. Like I said, I promise you, I'm going to talk enough Gamecocks baseball. You're going to get sick of me talking about Carolina baseball. We'll start that probably second week of January. You know, once we're about a month away from kickoff. Once we're a month away from first pitch, that's when we'll start our countdown. We'll do positioning at previews for baseball and really start to look ahead of the season. So, but I mean, of course, man, I can't wait. I'm a baseball guy. I love it. I mean, of course, I love Carolina football. I love all the Carolina sports, but certainly I'm a baseball guy. I played it at the collegiate level, and yeah, enjoy it, man. Baseball season, it's the cool thing is this. All the seasons are unique, but baseball season's very unique. So, you know, it's you know, anybody who followed along last year kind of understands that. And what's going to be really cool this season, I don't know if people really think about this. You know, I moved to Columbia in August of 2019 to pursue the business full time, right? I had been doing it at that point for 2.5 years, you know, for free, whatever, building the business, and moved to Columbia, made the jump August of 2019. So my first full baseball season, or first baseball season at all, living in Columbia, was 2020. And we all know what happened, right? We lost the season, right? We got like 10 games in, lost the season. So then it's like, okay, now my first full season was this past season. But here's the kicker there. Guys, you all know we had 20% capacity for the first, for 90% of the year. So believe it or not, this upcoming 2022 season, fingers crossed, as long as Omicron or Omarion or whatever the hell its name is doesn't decide to come this way and screw things up again, whatever the hell it is. But as long as that, whatever, 2022 is going to be the first season I've actually lived here, and we've had a full capacity, fully normal baseball season. So I cannot wait. Cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. Tailgates will be back for us for baseball. Again, a full capacity Founders Park, man, is going to be it's going to be awesome. We got big plans. It's going to be incredible. And I'll talk more about that, guys, as we get to the end of 2021, because, of course, we'll look back on the year that was and look ahead to 2022 and big things coming. It's really cool. We're at a really cool point in the state of business where every year is our best year. Every next year is our best year. You know what I mean? Like I got to the end of 2020 and we accomplished a lot, did a lot of great things, overcame COVID, all that. And I get now to the end of 2021. It's like, I mean, dude, we went so far above and beyond anything we did in 2020. And that's how it should be. You know, you continue to grow and evolve and make progress and build. And, you know, it's all because of you guys and your love and support as well for helping us get to, you know, where we are now and where we are going, most importantly. But again, the joys in the journey, man, it's been a blast. It's been an absolute blast. I cannot wait. Let's see. Justin Martin, South Carolina football did a great job finishing 6-6. A job well done. Let's get that 7th win in the bowl game. Indeed. Let's do it. That would be what a season. If you could go 7-6, man, what a season that would be. Peyton Dawkins, Will Sanders is the Friday night guy this year. Wouldn't you say? Absolutely. Yeah, Will's going to be shoving this year. John Gibbs, besides going up to Cowtown, can you see yourself doing the Spurs Up show for a whole season or multiple for home and away games? Basically all away games as well. I think that would be fire. It's just a matter of how many travel with you. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. You know, because I did the live stream watch-alongs last year, which were very interesting. And I think people actually really enjoyed those. But, yeah, I mean, I was looking at the schedule. There are, you know, I won't go to A&M, even though that'd be a cool trip, but it's just so far, man. It's so far. Wouldn't go to Mizzou, certainly. To hell with that. Would not go to Mizzou. But you look at some of our road trips we have this year. At Tennessee with the legends of Lindsey Nelson would be really, really cool. You know, I'll go to the games in Charlotte for sure. We play who do we play? We got App State, North Carolina. I'll go to those for sure. Went to that one last year. At Auburn would be a cool road trip. You know, we don't have, you know, then at Florida to close. At Florida would be really cool. Thursday through Saturday series. That'd be a lot of fun, which, by the way, I know that I called it kickoff and not first pitch. Next thing you know, I'm going to be calling it points instead of runs. So can't do that. I'd love to go to Nashville. If we were playing at Vandy, I would love to go to Nashville. I've never even been to Nashville, period. Never been to Nashville. That's got to be something I got to do. So we got to get to Nashville. An absolute blast. So I've heard many great things about it. P-Dox has caught his flat ground in the summer of 2020 with the blowfish. He was insane. Threw fastball, breaking ball, change up wherever I set up the target. Yeah, Will Sanders is a freak. Yeah, he's going to shove this year. He's going to shove this year for sure. But also, yeah, P-Dog, I don't know if maybe John was talking about football. I know I was on the baseball thing. But yeah, if you're talking football as well, yeah, certainly. Certainly I would love to go to every single road game. You know, it worked out this season that Carolina Ale House wanted to partner up, and guys, it just made too much sense. Business sense, financial sense. It made way too much sense to not do it. And I had a blast too, man. We had a blast with those guys. Doing the watch parties and got to meet a ton of great Gamecocks I wouldn't have otherwise met. So yeah, but going to the road games, yeah, that'd be fun. So if that doesn't come about next year, which I mean, I'd have to imagine that we will have the opportunity to do stuff like that on a yearly basis. I'd have to think so. But for whatever reason we don't, or we just don't want to. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to take TSUS on the road and set up tailgates, guys. I mean, I have visions of having like a TSUS RV, bro. Like we talk about having like a TSUS tailgate spot. Let's get a freaking RV, man. Put the freaking TSUS logo on the side. Hey, let's just get a van. Let's get a van, a TSUS van, and we just go on the road. You know what I mean? Clear out the back, kind of like the boys in the back van do it on Barstool, whatever. Bro, we'll just take all the equipment, take it all on the road. We'll go in a van. To hell with it. Travel the country, going to our games in a van. Why not? Live in a van down by the river. We'll just do it. We'll do it. It sounds like a blast to me. So who knows, man? That's, like I said, that's the beauty of it, man. You just never know, and the business evolves and changes shape, and it's, you know, it's fun. So I think I might start looking at vans after this. Might start looking at vans. You might see me riding around Columbia in a van. So if you do, just mind your business. The TSUS mobile, the TSUS mobile. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. The Beamer Ball mobile. P-Dog, let's get a van. Everyone aged 18 to 30. P-Dog, yeah, the Tennessee series is in Knoxville. So, hey, we can go to Knoxville, my guy. I've heard good things about Knoxville. I've heard very, very good things about Knoxville. So I've never been. Never been for anything. So why not? We'll make the trip up. So just a couple minutes to go, guys. Like I said, quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 552, grading the entire 2021 football season. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, you name it. And the overall grade as well, of course. And guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Of course, the beauties and the banter. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I said, we posted the graphic on social media, but if you really want the in-depth explanations, go listen to the podcast. That's where you're going to get it. And a great show today, like I said. Also taught Sam Howell reportedly will play in the bowl game. He will play in the bowl game. So I'm curious, does that change anyone's expectations or thoughts on the game? I mean, I wasn't sure if he'd play. I don't know that it really does, because I think our defense will play well. I think our defense will show up and do what they've been doing all season long, you know, no matter what. So I have no concerns that our defense will not show up and be ready to play. But offensively, can you do enough? Guys, another quick reminder, check out the store. My guy Stevie, our Shooter Shoot merch is incredible. This thing is so comfy. Our Shooter Shoot merch is absolutely incredible. But also, if you want by Christmas delivery, if you're shopping on our online store, if you're shopping on the store and you need by Christmas delivery, order by tomorrow. If you order by tomorrow, I can guarantee you will get it by Christmas. Now, if you order, on the 9th, on the 10th, the 11th, you might get it. You might get it by Christmas, but I can't guarantee it. So just save yourself the hassle. Go ahead and order your merch by tomorrow. And again, appreciate those, man. You guys rocking and rolling with the merch, supporting, man. You guys have no idea the records we set with merchandise this year. It's been a game changer for business. And again, I truly appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, for the continued love and support, not just with the podcast, not just with the Daily Crow, not just all the content, but the merchandise and just, you know, day after day after day after day, being along for the ride and being along for the journey, man. it's incredible. And we're really only 1% of the way there, and we're just getting started. And again, the joy is in the journey. So again, I appreciate you all. Again, what a Tuesday. What a Tuesday. Great Tuesday to have a Tuesday, guys. Again, y'all check out the podcast. Stay tuned to all the content dropping later today. But until tomorrow, guys, again, appreciate you all tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you